Alright, this is the Dorma DC500. This is a 7-pin brown belt level lock. You can see that the key works here. So these are ASSA 700 clones, but they're a little bit easier than an ASSA 700 because the milling in that plug, it's rounded off a little bit. So your gins and trees that are in there aren't going to interact with the milling how they would with the ASSA 700. In here, they're going to pick more like spools and give counter rotation that you don't have to pick manually, or you don't have to float manually. So it does make it considerably easier. As far as I know, there's two different versions of this. There's the version with taper pins on 3, 5, and 7, which is this one, and the other version with tapers on 1 and 7. As far as I know, regardless of which version it is, you're going to have to pick the taper pins before the other pins because they're going to be the thickest part in that plug, and you're going to need to get those up above the shear line before you get your false set. So let's get this tensioner in here. Get it all the way to the back, hit pin 7. And then hit the other taper pins. Got a little movement there. Go back to 7. Like if I overset something, so I'm going to let off the tension there. And back at 7. And it can vary. When you hit your false set, it can take a lot of time getting those tapered pins picked, or it can be really quick. I've had this thing just put the pick to the back and hit pin 7, and it'll automatically go into a false set. But sometimes it'll take just about forever to get them all set. One thing you may want to do is try to just move those taper pins up just a little bit every time you're picking them. So if you get a little rotation, just keep nudging it just a bit to see if it won't go any deeper. And there's our false set, so I'm going to go down to 1. And 1's going to give me some good counter rotation. Oh yeah, there we go, that's good. And 2, a little counter rotation. Hit the 6, see if that one wants to counter rotate. Yep. Give counter rotation here. Ooh, big click, jump scare click. Release a little bit of tension, had a couple drop down, a little movement. wants to give us some counter rotation next. Rotation there. Alright, it feels really close now. Just set one. Feels set. If you're having trouble finding one that's binding after you get the false set from the tapers, you probably have something overset, so you may want to release a little bit of tension and just have, you know, one or two fall back down. You don't want to release completely and lose your false set, but let one or two fall down and try it again. Like that, I just did. A little bit of tiny movement there. A little bit more from pin 2. Oh, and that's open.